Hello everyone, Mike Arend here, founder of Infinite Success Academy and The Soul Mechanic. Today's video is actually part of my Getting Unstuck, Reigniting Your Life series that I'll soon be putting out as an ebook that you'll be able to download for free. So, why don't we just go ahead and get started and plow right ahead and talk about it. So, one of the most contentious issues that people deal with, I find, is relationships. We all have them, whether you're talking about the ones with our family, co-workers, or romantic partners. It doesn't really matter. Every single interaction with another life form actually can be classified as a relationship. So why are they so difficult to maintain? What constitutes a good one? And how do I have a great one? Well, today we'll answer all those questions and more. So I've heard it said that all relationships is two people learning how to trust each other. Now, that may be part of it, but it certainly doesn't go deep enough. So strap on that scuba tank because we're going to dive deep right now. So when human love relationships fail, why do they fail? Well, they fail because they were entered into for the wrong reasons, meaning not wholly beneficial or conducive to their survival. Most people enter into relationships with an eye toward what they can get out of them, instead of what they can put into them. There can only be one purpose for relationships, and for all of life for that matter, to be and to decide who you really are. You see, you need to decide what part of yourself you'd like to see show up, not what part of another you can capture and hold. It's very romantic to say that now that your special other has entered your life, you feel complete. They complete you. Yet the purpose of the relationship is not to have someone that completes you, but to have another with whom you might share your completeness. See, it doesn't matter what the other is doing, thinking, or planning. It only matters what you are being in relationship to that. You see, it's all about you. That's right. If you can't love yourself, you can't love another, and you certainly won't find your love in them. Many people make the mistake of seeking love of self through love of someone else. Now remember that everything you think, say, or do is a reflection of what you have decided about yourself. A statement of who you are. The first question to ask yourself then, when entering a relationship, is always, what do I want here? Not, what does the other person want here? The reason for your relationships are in such a mess is because you're always trying to figure out what other people want instead of what you truly want. Then you have to decide whether to give it to them or not. Then in order to decide this, you have to decide yourself if perhaps there's something you want from them, which could be affection, sex, money, security, etc. Now, if there's something you want from them, then your survival mode kicks in and you try to give it to them so you can get what you want in return. Now, this is a very delicate game of I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. And it may work for a while or perhaps work with one of your coworkers, but in a romantic relationship, it's just one long downward spiral that will leave you cold, old, and bitter in the end. This is what I've learned on my journey. The purpose of all human relationships, as well as relationships between every other person, place, or thing as well, is not to figure out what they want or need, but what you require or desire now in order to grow, in order to be who you want to be. When viewed this way, Relationships are not something we need to be locked into for all of time. Rather, they can come and go in peace as we grow and learn who we truly are. Relationships shouldn't be measured by how long we're in them, but by the quality of the time we spent learning and growing about each other along the way. So your task today is to examine all of your relationships. Write them all down. List to see what you can see. Relationships to see if they are serving and completing you. So if they are, wonderful. If not, there needs to be some communication to help you create the relationship that you want and they want. Working together to get it right can be so satisfying. You've been listening to The Soul Mechanic, and it's been my absolute pleasure to serve you. Sending you love, happiness, and abundance, now and always. Bye for now.